Xin Chao. So, this is a big video for today for me. It's very near and dear to my heart. I've been to Hong Kong many times. I love the people there. I have many friends there. Things are getting very intense there. They have decided that they would do a new law, which would pretty much annex into the Hong Kong Constitution. China would then have formal power in Hong Kong. Hong Kong must punish acts endangering national security. Anyone critical of China can be deemed a terrorist, threat, anything like this. It pretty much removes almost all protection in Hong Kong for the people, essentially making Hong Kong another city in China. Now, this isn't supposed to be happening. They're supposed to be a sovereign state till 2047, and it's supposed to remain like that. They're supposed to pretty much remain untouched. It's a part of the reason why USA has a better trade and a better financials with Hong Kong. They give them better rates, essentially, because they know they're kind of separate from China. Pompeo just announced this morning that they're no longer separate. So, I mean, it seems like America knows that the law is definitely getting passed or is passed right now. So, all my friends were protesting yesterday. I'm sure they're protesting right now as well. It's a really sad day. I hope Hong Kong doesn't fall, but sadly, my friends, it really looks like this might be the nail in the coffin for Hong Kongers. I think the Hong Kong people will continue to fight, even if I guarantee you they will continue to fight. They have such conviction that they won't give up this battle. It's just another battle to them. They'll stick to it. I think some of the much richer people will probably pull their money out and move. If this law does go through and nothing can be resolved and it really does just become another city in China, I think that they like Australia, America, Europe should have some kind of refugee program to help Hong Kongers get out of there if they so choose to, and they don't want to be ruled by the China fist. So Hong Kong is a really free place. It's pretty much just like America. They have elections, they have freedom of speech, all that good jazz. So the whole reason that they started protesting to begin with was last year they wanted to do an extradition law. So anyone who committed a perceived crime could then be extradited to China, where 99% of the cases have a conviction rate there. So it pretty much took away, just like what they're trying to pass now, essentially. This one's a little different because this new law that they're going to pass now, they can set up shop in Hong Kong, actually. Mainland China can set up shop in Hong Kong, and if they see someone as a threat, if someone's mocking the national anthem, they can arrest them and disappear them, essentially, like they do in China. So, I mean, that's just not a good thing at all. They protest against literal thugs, too. The Hong Kong police, most of them were mainlanders. I could hear it in their accent. They were beating us. They were shooting us with rubber bullets directly to our face. They were pepper spraying us. They were firing hoses at us with some dye that burned your skin. I was chased by an entire group of guys that came in and just beat the shit out of anybody they could get their hands on. It was absolutely insane. I shot so much of the protest series, and I don't talk a lot because there's so much going on. You know, you take one 10-second break and tear gas is flying at you, and somebody's got to pick the tear gas bullet up and throw it back at them, or the whole area is bombed out. And even with protection on, that like tear gas burns the back of your neck. It really just jacks you up. So I mean, even if you don't get caught as a protester, it's still not good. If you do get arrested, you can be jailed for years. I think they just gave some kid 4 years, and all he did was protesting because they're calling him a rioter, which is absolutely ridiculous. They can also target you and your family then, follow you around. One of the head protester guys ended up dead in a parking garage. They said he fell off. I mean, there's lots of suicides that many Hong Kongers believe were probably murders, but then that's all just hearsay. We can't confirm that, but thought to be murders, and then they were deemed suicide, and then the body was cremated almost instantly, so there was no way to check this. There's been a lot of reports of rape on women that have been arrested at the protest when they're held, that they've been possibly even gang raped. So it's just a really bad scene over there. They're fighting so hard with so little help from really anywhere. And most people don't really have an awareness of how serious it is over there. It's absolutely, I mean, crushing over there. It's very difficult to do what they do, to go and do it every weekend. I was tired after every day of protesting with them. I can't say enough good things about the people of Hong Kong and how hard they're trying to win this fight, and I hope that they do. Almost no one in Hong Kong supports the Beijing or the CCP. The only people I saw was very few mainlanders living in Hong Kong, and they were older, and they were drinking the CCP tea and just believing, you know, China's great, great, great. So they set out for 5 demands last summer, with the first to be to kill that extradition bill that we talked about that would send Hong Kongers back to China for the trial, which they would of course lose. So here's the total 5 demands. Complete withdrawal of the extradition bill, so to completely get rid of it. Establish an inquiry committee independent of China to investigate the brutal police conduct. So to investigate all those police I was just talking about, the possible rapes, all this stuff, the possible murders. Drop in free charges of all the protesters that they're calling rioters, which is what they should do. Total recall of the 612 riot claim, which means protesters cannot be called rioters, because they're not. You'll see in this footage that the only time it gets really bad is when they send in an undercover CCP as a protester, and he starts destroying stuff. Like, he'll pull out a metal baton and just start breaking crap. I saw it many times. I didn't understand what I was seeing at the time until my friends explained it to me there. So yesterday I was watching a lot of footage. They were arresting little girls that were 10 to 14 years old that were protesting, and not even aggressively protesting. The cops were running up on them with the batons raised, not hitting them, but I mean, what's a 10 to 14-year-old girl gonna do? You can't even, so if this new law comes through, you can't even mock the national anthem of China now. They could arrest you on that right there. So we have to really take notice, because what's gonna happen is, if they take Hong Kong, they're going to move to Taiwan. And then what's after Taiwan? What are they going to want next? It's not good at all. This is one of the most important things of our times, and one of the most pivotal democracy plays ever that we've seen in our times. The people of Hong Kong need all the help. They need everyone to see this. They need every president to say, hey, we're not going to do trade. We're going to take away our good trade deals and our good finances with the Hong Kong, the special deal we have. I think it was a good move on Pompeo and Trump to do that. Hopefully more countries will come to do that, and we can almost strong arm China into not passing this law. But I do have a bad feeling that the law's already passed. So that's it. In short, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. Let's all just think about Hong Kong right now. Let's hope. If you pray, let's pray for them. Everyone have a good day. Thank you for watching. Peace out. See how it really is. I stand with the Hong Kong people.
There's a lot of foreigners who come here to help the protesters?
I'm one of the many few. Shit. Tear gas is coming.
遮！
Holy shit. Looking crazy, bro.